Amanda here, and today we're talking about some new stuff from NARS. They just released 3 new oil-infused lip tints. This isn't a brand new product for them. They did release one of these in their Orgasm collection a couple months back, but now we have 3 new shades. They also brought out this mini eyeshadow palette. This is a mini Wanted palette. When I first heard about this, I was so excited because the original NARS Wanted eyeshadow palette is one of my top palettes of all time. When that first came out, I raved and raved about it. It was in my best palettes of the year video. I think it was in the #1 spot. So I have quite a lot to say about this little mini version. Let's talk about the oil-infused lip tints first. These lip tints are currently available. These are a Sephora exclusive, so the only place you're going to find these are going to be at Sephora and of course from the NARS website. These will probably also be carried in the NARS boutiques, but I do not believe that these will come to Ulta or any other retailers. The information that came along with these to me from NARS says that these are Sephora exclusive. There's 3 shades and these are priced at $26 each. The applicator on these lip tints is a flat paddle style. There's no curve or tip to this. It's just a flat paddle and it is just a little bit flexible, very easy to use. Even though this isn't the kind of product where you need a super perfect, precise, crisp line, I do find this very easy to get around the lip lines and all the little details around the lips. These are quite sheer. I'm gonna go ahead and show you some swatches of all 3 shades side by side here first before we do the lip swatches. So you can see this is a very sheer formula. There's just like a little hint of color. These are very smooth. There is no stickiness whatsoever. As the name implies, these are oil-based, so they're very smooth, very comfortable. These are definitely not transfer proof. These do not dry down whatsoever. I haven't noticed any staining with these, even with the darker and brighter colors. The way I would describe these is if a lip gloss and a face oil, like if you've ever used a beauty oil, if a lip gloss and a beauty oil had a baby, that's what these would be. These are super comfortable. I'm a huge fan of this formula. I went crazy for the Orgasm version that came out a couple months ago. These are on the pricey side. $26 is a lot for a lip product, but this is the kind of thing that I will definitely completely use up. So for me, it's worth it because it's comfortable, it's nourishing, it feels like a lip treatment. The colors are really subtle, so you could wear this with no makeup at all. You could wear it with whatever makeup look you want. Big fan of this product. I'm glad to see a shade extension here. I hope this is something that becomes permanent, releases with more colors. I can see this being just a great staple product. Now that I've raved on and on, let's take a look at the lip swatches of these 3 shades and then we'll get into the eyeshadow palette. First up, we have a Primal Instinct. This is a light pinky beige and it's my favorite. No surprise here, a warm nude, who knew? Next is High Security. This one is described as a bright fuchsia. It does just leave a little pinky red tint to the lips. And lastly, we have Disco Infernal. This is a vibrant purple and it doesn't look too much different than High Security, at least on me. All right, let's talk about the mini Wanted palette. First and foremost, this will also be a Sephora exclusive. It's launching first on the mobile app. So you can find this on June 19th on the Sephora mobile app. On the 20th, it'll hit the regular website. And then on the 29th, it will be available in Sephora stores. This little baby is priced at $25. It does have 6 shades inside. All 6 of these shades were in the original Wanted palette. There is 1 satin, 1 matte, and then 2 of these like super foily metallic shades. The first thing you're gonna notice is the size. I was shocked by how small this was. I knew that it was gonna be mini, but I didn't realize it was gonna be this mini. I'm gonna show you this side by side with the original Wanted palette. This thing is just, it's teeny tiny. It's super cute, but it's almost like ridiculously small. The outer packaging does look just like the original Wanted palette. There is even a little mirror in here, so they didn't skimp on that. That is a good thing. Let's talk about value. That's always something I like to touch on, especially in my NARS videos, because NARS is a very expensive brand. I think you really need to know what value you're getting for your money. So the original Wanted eyeshadow palette, which unfortunately is no longer available, was priced at $59 US. That palette contained 16.8 grams of powder shadow, giving us a value of $3.51 per gram. Now this mini palette we've already touched on, it's priced at $25. It only contains 4.2 grams of shadow, which means it's priced at $5.95 per gram. Pretty dismal value. I will say I'm glad they chose the shades they did, because these are some of my more favorite and more used shades from my Wanted palette. So I'm happy to see that. Just value-wise, I wish that this was either a little bit bigger or had like 3 more shadows in it or something, just to beef up the value a little bit. It's cute, but I don't know if it's like $6 per gram cute. Of course, I am gonna show you some swatches. As always, I'll be doing both finger and brush swatches of this palette. The swatches will be done on the inside of my arm with no primer down first, just the shadows straight onto my skin. The finger swatches will be pictured on top and the brush swatches will be directly below. For my brush swatches, I'll be using my e.l.f. flat eyeshadow brush, and I'll be cleaning off the brush in between each swatch using my Vermona color switch so that there's no transfer between shades. Here we have the swatches from this mini Wanted palette. Just a reminder that on top are the finger swatches and below those are the brush swatches. I'm very impressed with how these brush swatched, particularly because those metallic shades were done with a dry brush. Now that you've seen all the swatches, let's jump into a quick tutorial using this mini Wanted palette, and then I'll wrap up all my thoughts at the end. Like always, I'm starting off my eye look by priming with my favorite eye base. It's the MAC Paint Pot in the shade Painterly. And then I'm going to set that eye base using this pale satiny shade called Satisfaction, just so I have a smooth surface to blend on. For my crease color, I'm using the only matte in this palette. It's a medium warm brown called Shadow Hill. Just working that into the crease, and I will go back and blend that more later. Now I'm going to build up this red shimmer shade on the outer part of my eye. I'm just using my ring finger to apply the shade Wicked Game to the outer part of my eyelid. Then I'm going to go back into my transition shade, Shadow Hill, using a fluffy brush. I'm just going to blend that shade back in and deepen up the crease a little bit. Then with a small flat brush, I'm applying that to the lower lash line. Now I'm going to use Delirium. This is one of my favorite just basic shimmer champagne shades. Applying that all over the rest of my lid. I love this color so much. Then I'm going to use Mendoza just for a little pop. This is a really foily metallic, so I'm just popping that right on the center of the lid. Then I curled my lashes and added some of my L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. That's it for this look. I know it's really simple, it's really basic, but that's really what this palette is going to give you, is just a quick, easy, shimmery, warm, everyday neutral look. And I'm not actually really mad at that. That's the kind of thing I'm going to wear on a day-to-day basis. And at the end of the day, it's not groundbreaking, but I love the way that this turned out. When it comes to this little mini Wanted palette, I like it. I just don't love it. I really, really wish that they would have just brought back the original Wanted palette. I love that palette so much. I raved about it, recommended it. So I'm glad to at least see a little bit of it coming back. As far as using this and swatching it, it does feel like the exact same beautiful, smooth, buttery formulation that was in the original. So that makes me happy. The color choice makes me happy. And it is, I mean, it's really cute and little and travel friendly. I'll definitely use it. I love the eye look that I got. I just wish that it was a better value, whether that's adding more shades, bigger shades, lowering the price, or I just wish they would have brought back the Wanted palette as it was. I can't say enough good things about this palette. It honestly never leaves my vanity. It makes me so sad that this was limited edition. This should just be permanent. This is a great palette. So I don't hate this, and if you never got a chance to get the original Wanted, then I probably would recommend this just because the formulas, the shades are ridiculously beautiful. If you're a warm neutral lover, if you like a lot of shimmery on your lids like me, then I would recommend this only if you never got this one. If you have this, then don't even give this a second look. However, I definitely do recommend these. I know I already spent a bunch of time telling you how much I like these. Particularly this like nudie shade called Primal Instinct is my favorite. It's what I've been wearing throughout the video. Really enjoy this, particularly if you're somebody who has dryness, dry lips. This is such a beautiful product. It's worth the investment. I do think that the lip oils are the way to go versus this mini eyeshadow palette. Just value-wise, I find this to be more useful. I would be singing a different tune if it was the original full-size Wanted palette coming back, but it is what it is. Now's the time when I want to hear what you think about these new releases. Are any of these on your radar? Did you get the original Wanted palette, or is this mini gonna be your second chance at that Wanted palette? I always love to hear what you guys think about things. Please leave a comment, let us know your thoughts. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. At least some more, what are these called? Off to a great start. Like I said, they're $26 a peach. These are it's been a while since I filmed. Ma'am. Oh, let's zoom it in. This is high security. What is that from? Is that from the Chappelle Show? I don't know. Just swatch. These all look exactly the same. Who am I kidding? They look the same. It's fine. Just get whichever one they have in stock. They look the same. I forgot this part, so take this and put it back with the lip thing. You know what I'm talking about. Great. Okay. Got that? Got it? Oh, my lips feel fabulous. So good. I really thought I was gonna get more film today, but it didn't happen. Oh well. What can you do? Coming back from vacation, it's hard to get back on, you know? Maybe you don't know. I don't know. I do love this eyeshadow. I just wish it was the real original palette. Me? Who am I? Who am I to say? I don't know. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.